So hello guys, welcome to my channel The Sage Way. So today after a long period of time, nearly 6 months since I uploaded my last video. So there were a couple of reasons to it. The first and primary reason was that I am technically now a first year MBBS student at Institute of Medical Sciences BHU. Thank you for that. Apart from these cases of COVID also which were rising last year, and due to that the postponing of NEET exam, and also I had to study a lot because many of us had lost the track of studies last year as well. So these were a couple of reasons why I didn't upload the videos in this span of time. So now also that I'm uploading this video, the cases in India of COVID are rising substantially high. So I know what are the struggles and what are the mental health issues that students of this batch are facing. So I will be uploading some videos related to that as well. So stay tuned. But today I have come in front of you to share my experience of the first day of medical college offline. But before coming to the first day of my medical college, the experience to it, I will be sharing some background experiences that I had to face while coming to the medical college, like result, then counseling, and because I am staying in Kolkata right now, so in the medical college I stay in the hostel. So some story related to that as well. So without wasting any time, let's begin the journey. So after a lot of hard work, study, postponement, the result of NEET 2020 came on 16th October. So the result was not quite shocking because many of us and I had calculated our marks, tallied them. Now, after the result, the next big issue that came to me was counseling. So there goes a saying that result के पहले तो कैसे पढ़ना है सब बता देते हैं, but जब result आ जाए उसके बाद किस कॉलेज को लेना है वो कोई नहीं बताते. So this was a dilemma that we all students after the result were facing. Now, to tackle this, I had to see a lot of videos, lot of articles. I had to talk to my seniors, my teachers about which college to take, what college would be best suitable for me, the location, the transportation, the ranks. Many factors are there, so choose a college wisely. So these are some of the factors. I can make videos on them if you want. You can write in the comment section. So I prepared a list of 10 colleges and gave it for counseling. The counseling is done by MCC. Then after 2 to 3 days, the result of the counseling came. Now during this time, I was suffering from COVID. Yes, our entire family had COVID at that time. So I was surfing the pages of the result of the counseling, and then I saw my result. I checked 2 to 3 times that the roll number was correct or not. So finally I got to know that I had been selected in IMS BHU. Now the result for me was very pleasant. As the time passed, I informed my parents, my teachers, my seniors, my batchmates, and slowly the joy of the result sunk into my mind. And this was one of the best experiences that I had in my life. After that, the real counseling started. Then I had documents to submit, what are the things to take. So these are also very important because these things can get you into trouble if you don't submit them properly. Now, after the medical examination, I made some friends. Then we exchanged our numbers and all, and we started a WhatsApp group also to keep in touch. Now, after coming to my home, the college started doing online classes. Now, online classes were very hectic for us. So during this time, I talked to my batchmates also, and we were praying that if God could save us by just starting our colleges offline. And finally, during the last week of January, the MCC gave a notice to open all the medical colleges on 2nd February. But our college delayed it to say 22nd of February. So after a lot of online classes, boarded our train and reached Varanasi on 20th of February. Now, on 21st February, around 6 p.m., my parents left me in the hostel, and my journey of hostel has started. So after that, I went to my hostel room. Now, if I come to my hostel, so there are 3 floors. First is the ground floor, then first floor and the second floor. Fun fact, my hostel room number is 69.
So after I went to my room, there were a lot of things to unpack and keep organized in the desk and in the cupboard that we were provided. So I had a very hard time in that. Now also I was getting a little homesick because for months I had not stayed outside and had stayed with my family at Kolkata. So it was a huge change for me settling back into a hostel. After some time, a call from the CR of our batch, Kushagra Pal, came to me to come into his room. So when I reached his room, there were many batchmates of mine also as well there. So we had a very good time talking with each other, and so it uplifted my mood a little bit. After that, I played cricket with my batchmates also in the common area of our hostel. Then we had our dinner. When it comes to the food of a hostel, it is kind of okayish, but I will tell that food that is made by our mothers at home is far more superior than the food given to our hostel. So after that, on my floor, three of us, me, Carlos, and Jyotiraj, we three decided that we will wake up on the first day at 4:30 a.m. Quite surprising. The reason for that was in our hostel we had common bathrooms and washrooms. So we thought that there might be a rush on the first day. That's why we decided to wake up early and to finish all the things that were necessary for getting ready. So we slept at almost 11 o'clock at that night, and then now comes the first day of the medical college. So as decided by the three of us, we woke up at 4:30 a.m. sharp on the first day. Now the hostel was pitch dark and silent, and it was cold at that time also. So we roamed around a little bit, and then we decided to take a shower. So after taking a shower, I did some exercise, some yoga and stuff like that. Now in the subsequent days, you will see in the first month, there were times that when I didn't bath for 3 to 4 days, I had a hard time doing stretching or yoga. So after that mess, and after that, a peculiar thing happened. We all students were summoned to the main gate by calling a whistle by the guard. So we just felt like kindergarten kids who are going to the school for the first time, wearing apron. And before that we had our customary shoot, which is now common. So I also took some photos with my friends. Now after that we made a queue on the in the front of the main gate headed by our CR, and then we went to the NDH, which is the new doctor's hostel where the girls students stay. So the 100 students with the girls and the boys went to the main IMS building. So every day we used to walk from our hostel to the main building, and it usually takes almost 10 to 15 minutes of walking to get there. So at first we thought that it will be good as an exercise, but after that we realized that it was a burden for us because the heat that we had to face every day while walking. So we all reached the main IMS building. Then we went to the NLT, which is the new lecture theatre, where the first year MBBS students usually go to study the theory portion. So as you can see in the picture, the NLT is very big. It has a white smart board where the teacher comes to explain the theory to the students. Then there are a lot of benches and rows where the students can sit and study. And you can see there are 4 television screens which are hung up from the wall, so that the students who are sitting in the back bench can see properly what the teacher is making them show. So the facilities of studying were very great in the NLT, and we were all feeling very good by sitting there. Now the first lecture happened was for the blood physiology. So there we were taught what is blood, what are the components of blood, how blood provides nutrients to all the cells of the body, these things. Now the lecture was very basic, but we all felt good and excited for the upcoming lectures. Now just as the lecture ended and the second lecture started, we were starting to feel a strange feeling of drowsiness. This most medical students in the first year would have experienced. Now the second lecture was of nerve muscle physiology. Our teacher was teaching very good, but I was feeling very drowsy. So this is a common thing that we all medical students face in the first year during the theory classes. Now apart from that, the lecture was very good, and just as the lecture ended, we went quickly to freshen up so that we could feel refreshed after the lecture. Now then the time came for the practical part. So the practical part consists of hematology and experimental physiology and the clinical practicals, but mainly the first two. So our batch consisted of 100 students, that's why it was divided into 2 portions. First batch consisted of the hematology from roll number 1 to 50, and the second batch from 51 to 100 will go to the experimental physiology. So I came in the second batch because my roll number was 82. So we went to the experimental physiology lab. Now I had a very hard time in recognizing in which floor the hematology was there and in which floor the experimental was there. So sometimes I used to wrongly go into the experimental one when I had the hematology practical. So this was a common confusion that I had to face during the subsequent days as well. Now, in the experimental physiology also we were divided in two groups from roll number 82 to 100 and before that from 51 to 81. Now the first instrument that we were taught is the kymograph. So the kymograph is an instrument where we basically study the properties of muscle, how various effects like temperature, then salinity, then electrical stimulation affect the muscle tone and the muscle contraction and relaxation. So basically we had to study the frog's gastrocnemius muscle with the sciatic nerve. But the fun fact is that we didn't get to see a real frog muscle or nerve throughout the whole month. So if anyone from the other medical college where they are shown the real muscle and the frog, then please put a comment down below and congratulations if your college does it. So now was the time for anatomy theory and we students were taken to the LT2, the lecture theatre 2, where we were sitting on the benches provided to us, and in front of us was the whole anatomy department with the associate and assistant professors and the HOD herself sitting in front of us. So the session started and they congratulated us for being selected in this medical college, and then why to become a doctor, what are the struggles and what you should do. So these things were happening. Then they introduced themselves, which colleges were they from, what were their degree and all. So the lecture was going very smooth and we were feeling that अभी तो फिजियोलॉजी पढ़ के आए थे तो सब तो इजी है, पहले से पढ़ा है तो ये भी इजी होगा. Now the main drama started when they banged us with the syllabus of the anatomy. Now let me give you a sneak peek that the anatomy is basically a gross study of all the parts and minute details of the human body. So we had to learn what are the features of the bone, where they are located, what are the muscles and the ligaments that are attached to the muscles, the origin and insertion of the muscle, also the nerve supply, the blood supply to various muscles, their courses, then orientation, the clinical aspects of all these types of structures which are present in the body. So I think the NEET students might be overwhelmed by the information that I have just provided to them. So this something happens in the first year MBBS itself. So we had to give a lot of tests. First test was Viva. So after every portion that they completed, there will be a Viva or a card signing. After that, we had to give sub-stage and then stage. So literally the session was filled with Viva and tests. And in the middle of that, my mind was blank. I didn't know a thing, and only thing that was circulating in my mind is Viva and Viva and Viva. So after this session, we were all exhausted and tired because of the syllabus and the test that we had been informed of anatomy. And this usually happens to every medical student on the first day itself. No peculiarity in that. Now then we went to our hostel. Now we had to again walk through the hostel, and let me remind you that officially our break is of 1 hour, but it is only for 25 to 30 minutes if you count it. And now in the hostel, between this break, we had to eat our lunch and rest for some time in this 25 to 30 minutes itself. So every day we ate our lunch very fast and then rest for some time and then again made a line in queue to go to the college. So this was just like a military routine for the rest 1 month that we had to face. So after forming the line, then we again went to the main IMS building to the dissection hall. So now it was 2 PM in the afternoon and we all were going to the dissection hall. Now the path to the dissection hall seemed to be very scary at first to me because the lights were low and also there were some instruments in the rooms before the dissection hall, and later on I came to know that these instruments were for embalming. So it is a process where the cadaver is filled with the formalin so that can preserve it for a longer period of time. Now as we entered in the dissection hall, we were arranged into separate groups based on our roll numbers. So I was allotted the table number 7 along with 12 students, and then again 2 students joined our group. Now every table on the dissection hall is allotted a table teacher who looks after all the dissection, the doubts related to the bones and all the things which are required by the students in anatomy. So our table teacher was the HOD herself, Roina Singh. So we were standing in a semicircle around our cadaver and she came to us, and the first thing that she told us to do was to name our cadaver. So first of all, I would like to inform you all that the body which we refer to cadaver, that we do not refer to him or her as dead body, because they have donated their bodies to us to study them and to learn anatomy. So by paying their respect, we refer to them as cadavers. So first of all, I suggested the name Guddu Pandit because I had been seeing a lot of movie series like Mirzapur, but it was rejected at first. Now another student suggested the name Sher Khan. So it was accepted by all of us, and the cadaver's name was Sher Khan for us. After that, she explained us that why should we read anatomy, and I was particularly impressed by her passion towards anatomy. She also referred that अगर मैं तुम्हारी जगह होती तो मैं इस cadaver का मालिश करती. So these were some of the things which inspired us to learn from our HOD about anatomy and to be curious about it. So then we were explained about the bone which is called the clavicle, the collar bone, the muscle attachment to it, what is the structure, and what are the centers of ossification, what is the nutrient artery. So these are some of the things which you will learn when you come to a medical college in anatomy. So the entire dissection hall scene was pretty good, but still we were getting the smell of formalin. It was not quite strong, but still a smell was there. And also the head of the cadaver was very distracting at first because I had never seen a body dead in front of me before this in my life. So it was a little difficult change to adapt to for most of us, but then we sooner or later we adapted to it. Now with these things, our class of dissection ended with the roll call, and then we all went to our separate hostels. So in this way, the first day of our medical college ended, and this is an experience which I will cherish for my entire lifetime. So I urge the students of NEET that you work hard towards your goal, get a seat in a good medical college and become a good doctor in the future. And I also request my fellow batchmates, the students in other medical colleges, respected professors and seniors, that if you could relate your experience of the first day with me, then please comment down below in the comment section. So if this video added a value to your life, created a smile on your face during these tough times of pandemic, then please like this video, share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Till then, catch you in the next one.